Welcome back to Scouse Farm. This is a very delightful treat for you today. By accident, completely by chance, they seem to be filming some sort of period drama at the place I was visiting today. I was going to come down here yesterday, but it absolutely lashed down with rain, and I thought, no way, I'm not going walking around the fields in that. And it'd be no good anyway, because I can't really film. I'm only using just an iPhone, so you don't want the screen getting covered in water. But this is Croxteth Hall, which was originally built in 1575. Well, the first bits of it started getting put up in 1575, and then it was added to over the years by the resident family, which were the Earls of Sefton, the Molyneux family. And I think the last section of this hall was built in about 1902, between 1902 and 1904. Excuse the noise from the excited kids, but it's half term. And once the last section was built, it was then an enclosed, completely enclosed mansion. So there's a courtyard on the inside, but with them filming we can't get in today. But what I'll do is I'll just walk you down now, and you can see some, I don't know, maybe there's someone famous in there that you'll recognise. I haven't got a clue. I don't even have a television, so I wouldn't even know what's on television at the moment, but looks a bit Downton Abbey-ish to me. Got a horse and cart here. Got some people in top hat and tails there. Let's zoom in, see if anyone knows who they are. Don't know, maybe that's Queen Victoria's handmaiden or something. Cameraman. And there's some people gathered round the door. Sneak in there, let's see if we see anyone famous. You may be able to, but I haven't a clue who they are anyway. I'm more interested in the horse. Right, well, I'll leave these to the filming, and I'll walk you around the other side of Croxteth Hall. Try my best to not get people's faces in the video, but it's difficult on a day like today. And as I say, the Earls of Sefton, the Molyneux family, were resident up until the last Earl died in 1972. And after that, apparently they could find no hereditary heirs. So the hall itself was then passed into council control. So Liverpool City Council now control the hall itself and a large number of the grounds. But some of the grounds have been split off and are now operated by Myerscough College, which is like an agricultural horticulture college that runs further education courses for people who want to get into, you know, landscape gardening, even like tree felling, lumberjacks, chainsaw courses, all sorts of things like that. There's another horse and cart coming here. Yeah, I think anyone who wants to have a little look at another mystery, because this is a mystery to me what they're filming here, but it's a period drama of some description. But yeah, back to the building, just look at this. I mean, I thought I'd filmed one of the oldest buildings I'd ever see, which was the ancient chapel in Croxteth, which is a small chapel built in 1618. But this thing is 1575, and then after that all the way up until 1904. But just look at the detail in the architecture there. And they seem to have closed off a lot for this filming, so I will walk around this side now, see if we can see any more around the other side. And with the park itself, you look now, I'm going into a little wooded area. Some of this woodland is over 200 years old, and it was planted for the purpose of hunting. So the Earls of Sefton and all of the nobility and royalty and all of the visitors, when they turn up, they want to go hunting ducks, grouse, all that sort of stuff. And well, the woods were planted, and it's quite a large wood that stretches around the perimeter of the park. And I think let's try and sneak in there. I think this might be stables or something. We'll go and have a little look. But a lot of these buildings are, even the outbuildings that I'm walking through now, are grade 2 listed. And again, for those who are overseas and don't really know about building heritage in the UK, we've got what's known as listing, and it means that some buildings, you once they're up, they're pretty much going to stay forever. You can't knock them down, you can't do anything to them because they're of cultural or architectural importance. So you want to preserve that heritage and make sure that it doesn't get destroyed over time. But the hall itself is grade 2-star listed, and a 2-star listing is the second most important, and it's designated as particularly important, and that means that you're looking at about 5.8 to 6% of all buildings in the UK that are listed are grade 2-star. And then grade 1 is the most important, and that's called exceptional interest, and only 2.5% of all listed buildings in the UK are grade 1 listed. And grade 1 listed buildings in Liverpool, there are quite a few, but they're mainly in town. So you're looking at St George's Hall, the Liverpool Town Hall, one of the docks and Albert Dock, things like that. They're grade 1 listed. And then the lowest of the listings is called grade 2 listing, and that is of special interest, and that accounts for the remaining 91.7% of listed buildings. And the grade 2 listed buildings on this property are the outbuildings, not the hall itself, which you can see now. The ice cream van is also listed because it's of importance to kids, especially at half term. So yeah, make sure nothing happens to that. So let's walk you down here, see what we can see. Got us some horses. Let's get some nature while we're here, eh? Bit of Scouse Farm action. It's a bit bigger than the ones in Dingle Park Palace ponies, but they're still horses, they're still creatures. So we'll have a little look. I don't think I can get through anywhere here. They've blocked this off as well. I'm gonna get lost. Whoa. He looks like he's got a sore foot, doesn't he? Look. Get on that. That doesn't look right. But maybe they just stand like that anyway. Maybe he's flirting. Oh, sorry dog. Just stood on a dog. No, I can't get through there. But have a look at that. That building is phenomenal. Right here in the middle of Liverpool City. And this park itself, as I spin you round, this is a grade 2 listed building, believe it or not. All of this, even though it's been turned into a cafe, it's still listed. So this is a grade 2 listed building. And if you are in the park next to the hall, you want to use the toilets or whatever, toilets are through there, and then your cafe section is through there. We've got us a clock tower here on one of the outbuildings that I think they were usually put on top of stables, so this is probably an old stable, the one I'm looking at now. Let's just zoom in past this pampas grass. That's pampas grass, I think. Remember some things. But the clock needs a new battery because it's not right at the moment. Yeah, beautiful. What I'll do now is I'll walk you out back round past the front, and then we'll just have a little walk through the woodland. But this park itself, to learn a little bit of history, it's the largest park in Liverpool, country park in Liverpool, and it's over 500 acres in total. A lot of it's still used as farmland and for parts of the Myerscough College, the agricultural college. So it's still an actual working farm in places, which is good, because then kids can come and see some unusual animals and basically learn how modern farming techniques are used and utilised to bring food to people's plates, and to obviously look after animals and everything else to do with modern farming. And there are a load of ponds and little man-made lakes knocking about, and that again is is a legacy of the past, and they're called marl pits, some of them, and I'd not heard of it before, even though I've seen a lot of references to marled wood, things like that, but now I know what it is. A marl pit is it's like a three-sided straight down man-made dug pit with like an access ramp at the front, and what you do is it's filled, so you've got, I'll just try and show you on the camera, but you'd have like a straight side, a straight side, a straight side, and then a ramp going down to the front, and you'd walk down the ramp and dig out the base of the pond and use that as a fertilizer on the productive areas of your farm. And marl is basically from the last ice age. A lot of the ice sheets were deposited in Lancashire and Cheshire, and Liverpool is now Merseyside, but used to be in the county of Lancashire until it was redesignated as Merseyside, and Cheshire is the next county down from where we are in Liverpool. And all of this ice was like a strata on the surface of the crust of the earth, and then it carried a lot of old seashells and things from the old ancient sea floor, so you've got broken up shells, bits of bones and everything else, and that is an awesome fertilizer, and it was used in agricultural techniques back in the early days of stately homes like this. Well, some of these trees are still quite young, but a lot of them have been planted over 200 years ago. And I just keep having to spin around as people are walking past me with the kids. Bad time to come really, a half term, and just kids running around everywhere, little creatures. Oh, look at that. It's quite a spooky one considering we're coming up to Halloween, isn't it? And for those who live in the area, you've got Stockbridge Village, which was Cantrell Farm, not far away from here, and a part of Cantrell Farm is called Marled Hay, and now I know why, because obviously a marl pit, it was named after that because there were so many of them dotted about in this area to use as fertilizer on the soil. What's that? Oh, it's a crow. Oh, magpie. Thought we had an unusual bird there. But what a good day to come, eh? I want to walk you through and try and get out into a wood somewhere and avoid the playgrounds. I've literally stood on a dog. I've been dodging kids, trying to keep the faces off camera, and everywhere I turn there seems to be a little play area. So if you do have kids, then this is a great place to come. Especially, imagine it'd be great in the summer because there's so much to do and there's massive spaces to run around if you've got your dog. Brilliant. I shall leave you there because I've just had a little 360 and there's nowhere I can walk without getting kids' faces in the camera, so I'm going to leave you all there. Thank you very much for watching. Please like the video if you liked it and subscribe to Scouse Farm if you're new. And thank you very much to all the subscribers, because I'm now over 400 subscribers, which is just unbelievable to me how quick it's happened with the most recent videos I've put out. So thank you one and all for all the new subscribers and all those who've been with me from the start. The Scouse Farm will now escape the wrath of the kids, and we'll see you all again soon.